Hey guys, Dusty again, Escondido German. Got another one for you. We have this 2009 Jetta with a 2-liter in it. Customer complaint. We have a check engine light on with rough starts in the morning. This is actually a pretty common issue. I wanted to go over it with you guys, kind of show you what we've been doing and the dealers have been doing as well. This is a direct injected motor, meaning the actual injectors are spraying into the combustion chamber and not behind the intake valves like traditional fuel injected cars have been. This has been done to increase mileage as well as better emissions. On all of these cars, they've gone to this. This is the second generation of the 2-liter for direct injection. First one actually had a timing belt, not a chain. This is a chain-driven motor. On the timing belts, it's a squared cover. On the chains, they actually have a slanted cover, as well as you can tell you'll have a spin-on oil cartridge, like the old style filter looks like from the top. The earlier 2-liters, they actually had a cartridge that was replaced from the bottom. Either way, these cars have issues. On the earlier generations, you have like a crankcase or a PCV system which would suck any kind of oil vapor out of the motor and burn it as part of the emission system, and kind of prevent any buildup inside the motor. So a lot of times that vapor would like to collect on some of the older cars and have like sludge and stuff. So these ones have a PCV system, so the oil is going through the system. The thing we've been noticing is on the old style fuel injection, the injectors would be spraying on a pretty consistent basis as the valve would open and actually wash the back sides of the intake valves. Because these injectors are not they're not installed behind the intake valves but inside the cylinder, we have quite a bit of buildup. You can kind of see all that crud in there. There's 2 intake valves in. And what that causes is this is causing that rough start in the morning. From what I gather, I think it's a loss of compression. These valves aren't able to seat because of the amount of carbon all over the place. It seems to be a thing that as things warm up, things will seat better, and the symptom goes away temporarily. I imagine on some cases it takes a while for this to go away. But the fix is basically to remove the intake manifold like we have done right here, take it off, and clean it. You could physically do this by hand. It might take you quite a while. We actually have cleaned the back sides of these ones. It looks nice and free of any carbon. And the process we do that is we have this tool right here, and it has walnut shells. It's an abrasive, but not enough where it'll
hold off a couple of months.
It'll cause like a light abrasive where it'll basically spray on the backside of the intake valves, clean the carbon, but not enough that if you get sucked into the motor it would cause any damage. So it's like a media blast on the backside of the valves, and then we have a vacuum attachment that sucks the excess out. And that basically is what you need to do to resolve that issue. It's going to be a consistent thing until they figure out a way to justify it, or rectify it, I should say. I know I think it's Toyota. They just came out with a direct injected motor. The way to avoid this system, because they've obviously have probably seen this from other manufacturers dealing with this issue, is they actually installed an injector in the intake manifold that would sporadically turn on just to wash down the backside of the valves, so to prevent this issue from happening on their cars. We might see this soon in the future with the German cars. As of right now, we've seen this not only on this motor, the 4-cylinders, but also the direct injected V6s for the same type of issue: cold start, check engine light, rough running, that kind of thing. But this kind of will at least let you know what's going on. If you have that symptom, this is the fix. Usually we start seeing these happen right around the 40,000 mile mark. So, but if you guys have any questions, feel free to email us about it or respond on the YouTube channel, and we'll kind of go from there. Hope this helps. Thanks, guys.